I graduated last June of 2018. Um, I initially finished ECPI last October. I did an externship at Virginia Foot Ankle Center where I am currently working. I've been there for a year and about 3 months now. Um, I was told from training from Mr. Bernard and Dr. Butler and Miss Ayers and a lot of few other great instructors here. When you go on your externship, go as if it's your job, and that's exactly the mindset I had. Though of course I wasn't getting paid, but I didn't look at it like that because my heart and my drive was for, or is for the patients. Um, Back to Blair. Blair Bucciarelli, she is a ECPI graduate as well. She finished here about 4 to 5 years ago. She is currently the office manager, been the office manager there for the last 3.5 years. She was on her externship there as well. And of course, they offered her a job. And I actually have another medical assistant that works there as well. Her name is Tiana, and of course, she was there her externship, and they also offered her a job as well. So, my advice for you guys though, when you do go on your externship, give it your all. Treat it as if it's a job, whether though you're not getting paid, treat it as if it's your job. Respect everyone. Make sure that the patients are your number one priority. Regardless if you have a good patient or bad patient, because in the medical field, since I've been in the medical field for about a year and some change, I've realized that regardless of how the patient comes in, they will never leave the same coming out. I've had patients come in, with the worst attitude, though it wasn't any understanding, and after I seeked and gave them the medical attention that they need, also with the great personality and a little bit of sense of humor, they actually came out better than they did walking in. So once you experience seeking the needs of a patient, it's a great feeling. It's a great satisfaction. You feel like you accomplished everything in the world. Um, I will say there are some pros and cons, of course, just like anything in everyday life. I will also say, while I was in the program, it was easy, then it wasn't easy, versus school life and real life. I will say, whatever you are going through, do not let it discourage you in anything, because anything is possible as long as you put your mind to it. You gotta have faith, and of course, believe. Um, I will say, from being here, I've met a lot of great people along the way, whether it was students or instructors. Mr. Bernard was one, of course. Dr. Butler, Miss Ayers, and what's her name? Miss Dickerson.
Mm-hmm.
Miss Dickerson.
Yep.
You met her. She's been great as well. And that's pretty much it that I have to say.
Tell them a little bit about how your classroom and on-campus time translated into getting into the field.
Okay, so I will say the great advantage of being a student of ECPI, hands-on. Um, Working with a lot of diverse people, being hands-on, learning stuff actually made it better for when you do go out to the medical field, due to the simple fact you will deal with a lot of people from different backgrounds, and it will allow you to become more comfortable when you are set aside to being in a situation like that.
Good. Good.
So since you've been working for a while, do you have any advice for us as students to for when we get out?
To make it up, I will say, any opportunity that's given to you, I would say go for it. I will say any opportunity that's not given to you that had hope into taking that opportunity, I will say, don't let it discourage you, because when one door closes, another one will always open. And sometimes you got to look at things happening for a reason. Meaning, what would I say? At first, before applying to ECPI, I tried to apply to Boston Nursing School. Great program. They didn't accept me the first time. Came here at ECPI and I talked to Mr. What's not with a B?
Was it Mr. Barrett, Evans Barrett?
Yep, mister Barrett, and talked to him. And as soon as I talked to him, I ended up signing up and taking the test the next day. I will say, at first I let that situation discourage me, but as soon as I stepped in for the ECPI, I felt love. And everything that I've been through, if it wasn't for that door closing and this door opening, I would not be where I am today. So that's my advice for you guys.
Can you tell them about the certifications that you earned while you were on campus?
So the certifications I earned was sutures and wound. I don't know if you guys are familiar with that one yet, where you take out stitches or stitch up incisions areas.
Mm-hmm.
Um, my CCMA, of course, I have my phlebotomy. Still trying to go for my EKG and CPR. I will say, once you get these certifications, or if you get more certifications, make sure that the job field that you first step into, make sure that you will use those strategies that you learned along the way. Due to me working at a foot specialist, I haven't had the chance to use all of those certifications, so it's kind of like, I ain't gonna say it's putting me down, but it's not giving me the ability to use the skill that I have learned.
Tell them a couple unique skills though that you get at.
At the Financial Center. So it's pretty cool. I have the ability to take cast off, cast for orthotics, which are like custom made inserts. I have the ability to take out stitches, wrap up and bandage wounded patients, take off wound backs. Have you guys ever heard of wound backs at all? So a wound back is normally I really deal with a lot of diabetic patients due to they are very prone to getting infections and ulcers and wounds and stuff in their foot or any other area of the body. Wound backs are mainly for patients that has a big wound in their, majority of the time it's a big wound in their foot that's so deep where after surgery it wouldn't heal, that they would have to take an actual back and they will put it on the wound area and it will actually suck out the bacteria and the drainage. It's pretty cool and nasty at the same time. But I've had the advantage to work with that as well. I also am a surgery scheduler. I schedule surgery, send MRI orders and stuff like that. And then the great thing about this course, well, the journey I've had at the Financial Center, they sent me to a conference to learn how to do x-rays. So I'm also an x-ray certified tech as well.
Pretty cool, huh? All right. Tell them, with Blair, the last thing. Again, I don't think you started. Did she say in this round that she ended up becoming a practice manager? Yeah, go ahead.
I thought I did.
I think we said it before we started the video.
I thought I already did. No, I did.
Did she say? Okay, okay,
She
good.
didn't say how long she was in the field.
Yeah. Oh,
I
yeah.
didn't say how long she was in the field.
Right, right.
You said 3. Oh, you said she was like 4 or 5 years ago here.
Yeah, so 4 or 5 years ago here, but soon as like she started her externship there. So technically she's been there for about 5 years, but within her year and a half of being there, that's when they offered her the position of the office manager.
Yeah, so again, like I've said before, whatever you want to make out of your medical assisting career, there's an avenue for it. You can work up the ladder and become a practice manager. You can use it to go to school, and Tiana is looking to go ahead and continue her education.
So you guys pray for me.
Well, we've got a backup plan for her anyways.
Always, regardless, always have a backup. So, good question. So, with me being in the medical assistant, I actually want to pursue more into the field. I want to become an RN traveling nurse, so I'm looking at the traditional BSN program right now. That program is for students that has completed an associate's in health science, ECPI Institute or John Tyler Community College. It doesn't matter. They'll work with you. And a great advantage of that program. I haven't taken the SAT since I graduated high school, which was 5 years ago. So they don't. I don't say they don't accept it, but it's not required as it once was. So as long as you maintain a 3.0 GPA above average, they won't focus on that in the program. Well, for applying to the program. So that's okay.
And today we talked by text that we got a backup plan for just in case that one doesn't come about as quickly as possible.
Yeah, I'm looking at Bond Secure School. I'm looking here. It's always ways to get things done.
So again, you see how her associate's degree is opening up more avenues for education. It's going to help her if she decides to go into this version of the nursing program at VCU. That, you know, this was a great way to open that door, and with that associate's degree, it really helps you. Again, you can do so many things with it. Further your education, work up the ladder at a facility. But again, it's just another example that, you know, the time that she spent on campus. I mean, I can just tell in the time since she's been out in the field how much she has grown. But again, the basics were established here at the university. So.
And also, I want to say something else. From being at ECPI and being out in the medical field in general, the RNs, LPNs, nothing is wrong with, you know, nurses and stuff, but they'll try to, like, what is the word?
Undermine?
Yeah, undermine. Yeah, basically undermine you. But a medical assistant is no different from an RN. You guys do this. We all do the same thing. The only thing that we may not do that they do is give antibiotics or something like that. But everything that they do, we do. Draw blood pressure, give injections, literally. So do not let a RN or anybody like that discourage you from becoming a medical assistant, because, like I said, you guys do the exact same thing. So.
You know, Tiana, were you on campus when Sarah Kemp was on campus? I don't remember if she was here when you were here or not.
Short hair?
Yeah.
Glasses?
Yeah.
Yes, yes,
Okay.
yes.
I reached out to her about coming to speak to class as well sometime, and she's at one of the UVA medical centers, and she even starts IVs.
That is nice.
So again, you know, you guys have a skill set that is highly in demand, and facilities are going to take advantage of it. So
And
just
a lot of people, sorry to cut you
No.
off, a
Go
lot
ahead.
of people are hiring MA before they're hiring RN now, so that's also a good advantage too.
Mm-hmm. All right, any final questions for our superstar medical assistant? Well, thank you so much. I certainly